So my name is Eliza-Jane Scott, and I grew up in a small town outside of a small town on a county road outside of Kingston, Ontario. And I'm one of 8 kids. I loved school growing up, absolutely loved it. It was my favorite place to be, and I totally enjoyed every second of it. When I was 13, I moved to Toronto with my mom, and I went to an arts high school there.
Cutting my name.
It was again the best time of my life. And then I studied in university. I have 2 university degrees, both completely useless. I'm just kidding. They're both great. I'm really glad that I'm a teacher today. It's a big part of my life.
What parts of your life influence you to go towards theater and teaching?
Treated it to myself, and I really enjoyed, I was really shy, but I really enjoyed stories. And like I said, I loved school growing. I loved it. I think it was a bit of like escape from my home life, and because there's so much structure and support there, I really excelled there. So school-wise, it was such a fabulous experience. That's always drawn me to be a teacher, and a call to leadership as well has informed me to become a teacher, because I want that aspect in my life. Theater was just a talent and a passion of mine that I've had since I was about 13 years old. Wait a minute.
When are you coming? My true love, my heart. For I have been faithful, I have been patient. Oh my Lord, I try to be kind, but
I spent 18 years as a professional actor. I toured in Broadway shows, I worked at Stratford, I've done film, I've done television, I've done just about everything you can do in the entertainment business in this country.
there's a sound.
And Ashbury really was the first place where I was in kind of a very formalized system. And Ashbury taught me to learn how to work within a system as a teacher. And it also taught me how to be a good listener as a teacher as well, because sometimes you go in with your plan, and a teacher will tell you, you go in with your plan and it's not quite gelling. And Ashbury, having my experience over the last 2 years here, has allowed me to let the students co-lead with me. So if I feel like everyone's ranged out and they're exam-centric and they're freaking out, we'll have a day that I can apply my lesson in a way that isn't so highly structured, depending on what they need. So it's taught me to be a better teacher, it's taught me to be a better co-worker, and it's grown me up.
How do you feel you inspire your students?
Well, I think my greatest wish for my students would be they would know that I care. That's a big part of it for me. I remember teachers that I had, and I had some great teachers, but the ones that I still think of and I draw upon for my inspiration are the ones that had the strength and the courage to show me who they were as people. Like, they didn't hide from me, even though I was only 15, like some kid, right? So for me, it's the fact that I hope they would learn to be brave enough to care for each other. I don't need them all to become actors. It doesn't really matter to me. But it matters that they're real with me and that they learn how to continue to be real with each other, because an environment like this, everyone is really forced to be the same. Like, we wear the same clothes and we're all 100% university placement. We're all working toward that academic goal, which is really important. But sometimes in there we forget to deal with the whole child and the whole student and the whole person. So that's key for me, that they know that I care, and that they know that they're witnessed and that they're seen, and that they feel like I know them and I care for them, because I actually do like people a lot. I love students. I just love them. Like, sometimes I see kids in the hallway and I'm like, look at that kid. Kid's great. Look at that kid, right? I don't know what it is about them, but something just makes me go, look at him. He's so, like, look at him, right? So I hope they know that I care and that they learn to care and have empathy for one another. I would rather take something that was difficult that happened to you, either in your childhood or now, or something you're struggling with now, if it was hard for you, and turn it into something I love the idea of being able to work with a group of students outside of the classroom because you have more flexibility in terms of the projects that you look at. I love the fact that theater is a family. Just by nature, that's what theater is. It's a tight-knit community. So I get to create that and that bond with the students that gets stronger every year. And it also allows for some tremendous growth in the students as well, in terms of responsibility, talent, honesty, openness. I mean, I have people in Theatre Ashbury who normally don't speak, but at the end of the season, they're tight. Tag system, I love. Like, I love my tag. My tag is like my babies. I love them. We talk. They don't leave after the end of the bell goes, and they don't leave. Makes me so happy. It's like such joy that they would open their hearts to me, and that we would have a good relationship. So definitely, like the fact that the kids, regardless of where they come from, that they're willing to open up to you and they're willing to see you as a human being. So that's the thing I like the most about the students, for sure. The academic rigor here is intense. So in terms of university preparation, this is the place you want to be for sure. The other thing about Ashbury that's fantastic are the arts, if I just say so myself. And the wellness team here actually legit really care, working nonstop, 24 hours a day on it, going to hospitals, checking in, observing, making phone calls in the middle of the night, going places. We have meetings upon meetings upon meetings of the health and welfare of the kids here. So that's an amazing part of the school that I don't know that I would find other places.
You come in Ashbury, and
yeah.
How did they react to you?
Overall, I think it was good. I hope that they knew that I was trying to show them that I saw them and that they're valuable to me in my life, and that I think about them and I worry about them, and I want them to know that I'm proud of them and that I see them. So I think that they've embraced me really nicely, and I get that when I hear little things in the hallway, or somebody will come to me that I don't teach and come to my door and they'll be crying and so they kind of know that I'm one of those people that cares. So I hope they get that.